Hello everyone, welcome to From the Star Wars Library, where Star Wars is in print, the Force is with the readers, and we return to the Marvel UK stuff for another story not reprinted in the 80s in the United States. I'm your host, Nathan P. Butler. We're checking out this time a story entitled Dark Knight's Devilry by Steve Moore. This is from the Empire Strikes Back Monthly number 153 in January of 1982. It was not reprinted in the United States until the pages of 1996's Classic Star Wars Devil Worlds number 1. It'll also be found in Omnibus Wild Space Volume 1 in the near future as of the time I am recording this. It's an odd little tale. Another of these tales that has some twists and turns to it and some darker elements to it, though certainly not as much so as many of the other Marvel UK stories produced in this era exclusively for UK audiences. We start out with Luke and Leia as prisoners, and they're being conveyed aboard an Imperial troop transporter like the Kenner toy. We'll see more about that in Interlude episode number 11, where we look at the Imperial Troop Transporter toy storybook, little pamphlet type thing that came with it. They've been captured for unknown reasons, but they come under attack, the troop transport does, by guerrillas. Not like monkey gorillas, but guerrillas, as in guerrilla warfare. They're then captured by the guerrillas, so they haven't exactly been saved, because they're being taken into custody by the other group now too. They are taken to meet with Mika, who's anything but meek here, the leader of this group, and they learn very quickly that Vant, the Imperial in charge of the transport, has escaped. Vant, though, managed to put a tracking device on one of the droids. So now Darth Vader, who has arrived, is going to be able to track them down and capture Luke and Leia. At least that's the plan. So why were they all out here in the first place, where they got captured? Well, it turns out that while Luke, about a month ago, was scouting this part of space, they find this alien ship that looks very much like, well, some stuff that I probably can't say if this is a family video series. Suffice to say, they take this ship back, look into it, try to figure out what it is. It's been there for perhaps hundreds of years, thousands of years. They find some image tapes aboard, and the image tapes show that it's from the Journey, Jerni, the original inhabitants of the planet that they are now on. And in those tapes, they find that at Albany Station on the planet, there should be this crystal. It's called the Eternity Crystal. Okay? And the Eternity Crystal allows you to basically travel in time. It basically is used to wind time backward. So you go back to whatever point you want and then just continue on from there, essentially creating an alternate timeline. And it's kind of one of these things that it's dangerous, of course, but it might be able to stop the Empire, it might be able to save Alderaan, etc., etc. They're thinking more of the positive implications of it rather than the huge negative implications of using something like this. Unfortunately, though, they flew into a trap, and the Empire attacked them when they arrived, captured them on the ground. Now, thanks to Luke telling this story, Mika and her people want to get to Albany Station as well. So they raid Albany Station, and as Luke and Leia are held back by one of Mika's goons, so they can't get the prize for themselves, many of the goons are blown up when these old ruins of Albany Station are blasted into just sort of a rubble of a crater. Leia and Luke are buried in this stuff, but they're not at the center of the blast. At which point, Darth Vader visits the scene, finding that it looks like everyone's been killed. And he lays out what really was going on. He says, right from the time I had that alien ship built, he had expected and planned it, and concocted its phony image tapes with their lies about the Eternity Crystal. I knew Leia Organa would have to come if she thought there was a chance of saving her beloved Alderaan. Getting Luke Skywalker, he knows the character's name, as well, was a bonus. And now the bomb I planted in the vault has killed them both. Yeah, not so much, Vader. Maybe look for a body. It's a comic, it's sci-fi. If there's no body, they're not really dead. Even as Vader is walking away, Luke is using his lightsaber to cut their way out of the ground. He grabs a proton grenade that's still sitting there, throws it at Vader, and boom! Blows up the officer and Vader, at least so it appears. They take Vader's ship, which turns out to be apparently a TIE bomber being used as a transport, and escape, though of course Vader will survive. Their way of explaining away how Vader could survive is very simple. Leia asks, what about Vader? Do you think he's dead too? Luke says, maybe. With all that armor, you can't be sure, and I, for one, don't feel like hanging around to find out. Dude. Rebellion. Okay? If he's been blown up and he's not dead, he's probably hurt. Get a blaster, walk up, and shoot him in the head! Do something to end Vader's time in his reign of terror over the galaxy alongside the Emperor. No. Sorry. That would be too dangerous. Even if he's just gotten blown the hell up, we've got to escape right then. Makes sense when you read it, but then you sit back and actually think a little bit deeper about it and think, what are they doing? What a missed opportunity. You want to talk about altering the timeline? Just give him a chance to actually shoot him in the head or make sure he really blew up here rather than just running off the first chance that they get. You don't need an eternity crystal, which of course was fake. It's just something that Vader concocted as a means of drawing them to this planet into this trap. So kind of interesting. We got Vader laying a very intricate trap to get to Leia and Luke. It does work to an extent, but neither side really sticks around to make sure that the job was done of what they were able to accomplish in this story. An odd one. But that's what we can say about a lot of this Marvel UK original stuff. So, this story, Dark Knight's Devilry, is it an essential read? No. Not for modern readers, Marvel readers, or Marvel UK readers. Decent little tale, a nice little twist to it and all, but no, nothing essential here. Move along, move along. With that, we will move along. Thank you for watching, and may the Force be with the readers.